Do you ever notice the air you breathe? The cool air out in the park, flowing through your nostrils and mouth as you inhale deeply. The stench of acrid fumes on your journey to school or work coming from car exhaust stuck in a line of traffic. You might have noticed during the cold winter nights that you smell more wood smoke than you used to. The number of solid fuel appliances such as log burners installed in Bristol increased 7-fold in the decade after 2007, with just over 900 installations recorded in 2017. But at what cost? Air pollution is the single biggest environmental risk to health, causing millions of early deaths a year globally. Wood burning in traffic produces tiny airborne particles or fine particulate matter called PM2.5 that can pass through the lungs and into the bloodstream. More evidence shows that virtually any level of PM2.5 is harmful. There are no safe levels. But how bad is the air where you live, work, and where your children go to school? Do you know where to look and find this information? A novel research project called Slow the Smoke by Bristol City Council took place between October 2021 and November 2022.
Raw data was gathered by volunteers like me using sort of cheap and cheerful devices.
It's a project to help the local residents and the local authority likewise to understand what is the level of the smoke, of the pollution that we have in a specific area, in this case the Ashley Ward area.
The Ashley Ward was identified as a neighbourhood with one of the highest concentrations of solid fuel burning appliances in the city. The wood burners are not equally distributed across the ward, with high numbers of wood burners installed in the better off neighbourhoods such as Montpellier, with very few in the more deprived parts of St Paul's.
A few of us got together, were given a little kit of our devices, put them together.
I went along to the initial Slow the Smoke citizen scientist meeting where the project was explained to me. We met and assembled our devices in a little team. 10 days later, some people from the project came round and helped me connect it up to my Wi-Fi.
When I forced to install it, obviously, when I go on that platform online to see what's going on, it is interesting to be able to have a direct evidence of what the experts are saying about the pollution.
Which in itself might not be of any great merit, but when it's joined up with data gathered by a lot of other people like you, can give something that's of value.
The citizen scientists were now part of an international community of individuals sensing air quality where they live, and the air quality data is publicly available on an international network called Sensor Community.
I'm kind of interested in the idea of citizen science and that big data, playing around with big data and using the fact that hardware can be so cheap.
It struck me as being a good idea that we should have as much monitoring of our environment as possible so we all know what we're breathing in.
Having that data really make it more understandable why you're doing it. You know, it give it a purpose, it give it a mission.
The data results are indicative of particle pollution levels, supported by the findings of high-accuracy sensors across the city. The sensors recorded 11 breaches of World Health Organization daily guidelines for human exposure to the particulate pollution over a period of 6 months from November 2021. Mostly, these peak concentration levels of air pollutants happen during very cold, wind-stilled days. What happens is when the ground is cold and there is little wind, emissions are trapped near to the ground and this pollution can hang around for days. We also learned that these findings are not exclusive to the Ashley Ward, as other sensors in the city also showed breaches of the World Health Organization daily guidelines over the period. The Bristol approach is a set of tools and a way of working that helps and empowers different groups to tackle issues in their community. It comprises a 6-step framework which supports the gathering of information and experiences, clarifies community and individual values, and creatively explores outcomes and solutions. KWMC engaged with 80 adults and 45 children from the Ashley Ward during workshops for Slow the Smoke project, sharing the data from the DIY low-cost air quality sensors with local residents. People shared their own experiences of air quality where they lived and together looked at solutions to the problems. Young people designed solutions to air pollution through a game, Minecraft. Collectively, the group took actions to reduce the air pollution levels within the game world. By embedding the maps of St Paul's and St Werburgh's within the game, they considered better solutions to transport, heating our homes, and urban design.
Where do you go for your fresh air? Yeah. And is there disparity less compared?
A piece of music Bristol Burning was composed and produced by composer and artist Miriam Quick, with vocals and lyrics by T. Relly, a hip-hop artist local to Bristol. Vocals for this track were recorded with members from the public during a workshop with the artists, where participants also shared the experience of understanding data through movement and sound. During a final showcase event, all the findings from the Slow the Smoke project were shared through data, citizen science, community voices, and art. Recent reports have highlighted the high levels of pollution produced by wood burners. In the UK, the stoves emit more particles than traffic, where only 8% of homes have them and 95% of stove owners have other sources of heating.
It's not always easy, and especially nowadays where expenses of living has gone really high, so it's not an easy job.
Bus services are under pressure, with no public transport options available in many areas in the neighbourhood. People who occasionally use wood burners are using them more, and many more people are looking to get a wood burner installed as a cheaper alternative to heat in their homes. With a lack of affordable alternatives available, this appears on the surface to be quite an attractive short-term solution.
It's my primary source of heat. I don't use it when there's no wind. I always use it when there's wind. And it has actually reduced my energy bills.
Poor air quality does not affect everybody equally. The people who are most effective are the most vulnerable.
We are all in a different stage, in a different understanding, and in a different financial position. Some people can afford it, they can afford to be affected by it, and also can afford to heal themselves from it. Pay the medical bill, for example.
Many parts of the Ashley Ward is situated next to the M32 motorway, also bringing lots of traffic into and through the area. The geography of the Ashley Ward has many hills and valleys. Accumulatively, the effects of air pollution is felt by many. In many cases, the pollution which we cause is linked to fulfilling a basic need, or a sense of comfort for ourselves and our loved ones, be it inside your car, protected from the outside world, or warming our homes or dwellings. The choices we make, if we are in a position to make the choices, can greatly impact the air we breathe. And the air is shared by everyone.
The most tangible action for me to take is to continue actively the conversation with the group we're working with the family we're working with the members, to put it always in our conversation.
It's interesting that we live in an age where everybody has access to the internet, and there's never been a time when there's been more misinformation around than ever before. So you have to judge the quality of the data that you're getting. And it's been very interesting being involved in a data gathering exercise where I can see the raw data coming in.
Because at the end of the day, it's about what kind of environment do we really want to live in? Do I care if you become unwell because of my lifestyle? You know, it's a conversation then it becomes really big if we really go into it.
Try active travel where you can. Walking and cycling are full of health benefits. If you burn, get the facts and be informed on what you burn, when you burn, and how you burn. Slow the smoke.